Hello, this is PG. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Earth Defense Force 4.1 Shadow of the New Despair. EDF 4.1 The Shadow of the New Despair is a next generation update of EDF 2025 and was developed by Sandlot. The game focuses on another alien invasion as the EDF desperately try to fend off giant bugs and high-tech alien invaders. Okay, gameplay. Well, it's a third-person shooter with an emphasis on ridiculously over-the-top action. The levels are mostly short and sweet with clear objectives like kill everything that moves or shoot everything that moves. Shoot that big thing, save these people but not really. There's a bug, kill it. Your character can carry 2 weapons at a time, and as you vanquish aliens you can then hoover up health, armour and even new weapon pickups that you can use on latter stages. Now even if you're playing solo, you've got allies who help you and you can give them basic orders via the team orders system, but I have to say this is cumbersome and annoying to say the least. As you progress through those levels you'll unlock better stats for your character, and as I said, there's new weapons all over the place. These weapons are absolutely wonderful in their sheer variety. You've got close range melee options, you've got homing missiles, laser beams. Anything you can think of, it is in here somewhere.
Insects, I found something surprising. In 7 years, they have evolved and grown stronger.
Now in terms of customization, there isn't much. You can change the colour of your outfit, but that is it. But the lack of customization is definitely made up for by that, as I said, the ridiculous amount of weapons. So it's chaotic stuff for the most part, and there is a lot here to play through. This version features about nearly 90 missions in single player and 100 I think in online, roughly. If you have all of the DLCs then you get nearly about 150 levels total, which is just absolute insanity. Now I wouldn't say all of those levels are good though. Some of them are repeated, some are just truly incredible though, like fighting off an army of red ants on a beach, taking on a huge alien spacecraft in like a 45-minute battle, or just delving into the Earth's crust to create absolute mayhem. So pretty straightforward, kill everything that moves gameplay and loot for days. But what else? Well, there's 4 different character classes. Now usually classes, they don't always make a big difference, but that is definitely not the case here. The 4 classes are completely different, and playing through with each one definitely feels just like a completely new game. So what are these classes? Firstly is the Ranger. This is the boots on the ground grunt with guns, explosives. They're the basic infantry unit in the EDF. Secondly is the Wing Diver. This is an airborne unit and can fly around the cities, around the levels and just bring death from above with lots of high-tech energy weapons. Third class is the Air Raider. Now this is a support class that aids the infantry. It deploys health, shields and can also summon vehicles and also airstrikes. The 4th and final class are Fencers. These are heavily armoured troops with overpowered weapons, but the compromise is your lack of mobility. For me, I enjoyed all of them, but I think the Wing Diver has to be the best for me because it's something about flying around the level like Superman just did it for me. And you know, when you're flying around you can see your friends in trouble and go and help them, or not as the case may be. But yeah, speaking of playing with friends, couch co-op, glorious fun, and when you play with someone else it's just, again, it's like another game because it changes the way you play. So solo is fine, but yeah, there are limitations because some levels doing solo, I mean goodness me, I don't know how I did it. Visually not the best. The graphics, they do look out of date even when it was released, and it's got frame rate issues all over the place, but you have to consider how much is actually going on at one time on the screen. And you know, it doesn't really affect the gameplay. It's kind of just a gimmick of the game itself. But aside from that, presentation is clean, it's clear, crisp. The orders wheel though, I think the interface for that was terrible and needs to be redone completely because it's crap. Sound and music are pretty good. Sound effects are hilarious. Over the top is an understatement. The voice acting is amazing, including the sort of screaming civilians, your buddies shouting EDF or singing patriotic war songs just before they get eaten by bugs. Okay, good and bad points. What are the good points? Well, couch co-op is amazing fun. The light-hearted take on an alien invasion makes for one of the most entertaining games I've ever played. The action is insanity, it's ridiculous, and it's fun. The classes add value, the weapons are terrific in terms of variety, and there's so much replay value here. Bad points: visual performance is erratic, some of the levels are repeated, it felt, and some of the challenging stages are they're just like literally there to drive you insane. Okay, verdict. EDF 4.1 Shadow of the New Despair is a glorious, chaotic and entertaining arcade shooter that does so many things right. Yes, the graphics are janky, the frame rate drops are frequent, but regardless of these negatives, the positives just outweigh them tenfold. It's like video games from back in the day. Entertaining, fun, it makes you smile, and it's such a good laugh to play with your mates. It is one of the most replayable games I've ever played, and the classes are genuinely different. It's wonderful, it's annoying, it's amazing, it's frustrating, it's ridiculous, it's silly, it's pure Japanese arcade chaotic gold. Scoring, what would I score it? I would give EDF 4.1 Shadow of the New Despair, I'd give it 9 out of 10. It's glorious. If you've never played it, please play it, because this is what gaming should be about, just having a great laugh. Okay, that is the review. Thank you for watching. This is PG signing off. Cheers.